morning, Dubai. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai Show, where we go through the top trending stories that everyone across the country is talking about. What would you tell a 16-year-old cup of coffee with her? We have 3 cups today on the
Tell
show.
her,
Dear Massa,
shut up.
What?
Shut up. You are so annoying. You are so annoying. Stop posting those really cringy videos, okay? Stop posting such cringy pictures of yourself, okay? That's blackmail. Don't do this. Stop. Hold it. That's my letter to
Have you seen this trend? Because it's like, oh, that's so funny because it's all like, don't worry, sis, we've got this. It's going to get better. Look where we are now. We've built this company. I'm a CEO. Like da 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 da. Yeah, so it's
So everyone's a CEO.
well, it's not. Well, it's this lady here.
She's like, oh, CEO.
Becoming an energy healer coach. We've come so
Look
far.
how she's swinging her feet in the back.
Yeah, so it's all a bit nicey nice. So you've kind of taken your 16-year-old self down. You've given her a bit of a smack. But actually,
Reality check, like a proper reality check.
a reality check wouldn't be bad because, like, your dear 16-year-old Casey.
What would you say?
Oh, they're the best years. You've got no responsibilities.
True.
You've got no salary. You've got school. You get fed 3 meals a day. You play rounders after school. You're playing hockey. You're playing tennis. You're surrounded by people. It's
that's so
the best
cute.
years. And you're peaked. You've peaked. Oh, just enjoy school because I think we take 16 your teens way too seriously. So chill out a bit. Just chill.
So that's the genuine advice you'd give to your 16-year-old self.
The genuine advice I'd give to my 16-year-old self, and I ask more questions. Just say why.
Just say why.
Why a bit more.
Oh, and cut that long hair. You know, you had really ugly hair.
Let's see a photo of 16-year-old Massa. I need to see her.
Oh,
So share the
I'll
kids'
dig it up
videos.
because I deleted everything.
I totally disagree with you deleting everything. Like, I love our Facebook era of going out on a night out, taking 250
Oh my
photos,
God.
and they all live there. They all, like, all these silly, and they're still there.
I can still find them.
Private account,
Oh,
I hope.
God.
Yeah. But I don't agree with deleting them. Like, it's so fun to have those,
To look back at.
yeah,
That is true.
like all the ridiculousness.
But sometimes when I look at myself, I'm like, I'm cringing. What is this? What is this? What did I do to myself?
But when you're older, when you get to my age, it's nice to remember that I was once young. I was once young. Because now I'm less concerned about photos on the internet. I'm more concerned about property prices in Dubai, which brings us to our top story of this morning. Dubai's real estate boom. Prices continue to surge amidst record population. But less rising. We're seeing that with annual rents on villas jumping in the last year 5.8%, apartments jumped 13%, and offices jumped 22.5%.
And the boom could dwindle between 2026 and 2028 when we see a more steady balance of supply versus demand.
So right now we've got people coming in.
And supply is little.
And supply is little.
But in a few years, it's going to be supply.
Hopefully.
And demand.
Hopefully. Because there's so much being built. I think it'll also be built in specific areas that prices could dwindle, but that's a little bit longer to wait.
And I think most of the handovers are in 2025, by the way. So I'm hoping it comes soon.
Well, according to this,
have it to give it another year. But most of the apartment handover is this year.
Well, they said the completion rate, which is
2026.
handover. Yeah, they're looking at 2026 to 2028 for
Okay, that's 1 year.
a more balanced.
Keep it together for one more year.
Keep it together for one more year. Hopefully you don't have a landlord who's going to capitalise on the recent changes to the smart index, which could mean your property price could rise. I'm nervous about that one because I live in an fairly affordable area, production city, but my apartment is fairly new. So I hope my landlord's not watching. She could easily raise the rent.
Because of the technology and then...
Because of the smart index thing, because it's the whole building itself is, it's perfect. And it just, like there's 16 boxes it needs to
Just the location, the production city location.
So that's what it's priced on originally, but this new change with that smart index on location, it's based on the amenities of the building and the services it provides.
True, but I think you're settled in for another year, right?
No, it'll all game over in August, September, and then you've got those 3 months before it that you're waiting for that.
The notice period.
You're waiting for the notice, and it's like, is that going to come? Am I going to get a little uppity up?
We got a notice period.
You got it?
Yeah. Oh, God.
So what's going to happen?
We're going to have to move out.
Where are you going to go?
We don't know. That's a good question.
When is D-Day? When is moving day?
June.
June?
It's very soon. We have to rush it a little bit.
How many of you are moving together? The whole fam?
The whole family. Can you imagine a family of 5 to 6? If my brother comes, 6 people.
And do you all work in different locations?
Yes. We're all at different locations.
So where's like prime for you?
So
what
we want to say in Dubai land.
Massa's holding the flag for Dubai land.
Dubai land. I keep telling my mom Dubai land because Dubai land, you don't have to face a lot of traffic.
Coming here.
Coming here and going back.
Okay.
And for a lot of people, even for my dad, because he's in Good Hood, so he's opposite of the traffic. So hopefully, my mama pleased Dubai land.
Hopefully you find an okay place this year, and then next year in Dubai land, and then next year it reduces. But we move from rising price supply. Building of the world. Picture this. Building of the world. Picture this. Floor to ceiling, glass windows, your own private swimming pool, and of course, the only private lift in the entire tower to take you to your Rapunzel-esque tower. It's beyond. It's just beyond. It's like, it's Ambani wealth.
How can you fit in your furniture in this?
What do you mean?
And I feel like there's so much space.
Oh, 21,000 square foot. Hold on, what's that in?
There's so much space. How can you fit in furniture?
Oh my God. Like a one bed, a humble one bed is about 700 square foot. No way is it that big.
It's big.
It's 2 floors, duplex. It covers both floors. Wow.
And a 360 view.
I think you'd go minimal.
Wide.
I saw an AI. I think it could have been on this apartment, but someone did like different scenarios of what it could look like furnished. Unbelievable.
Amazing. Oh.
And then you're like, is that real? You're like, no, it's AI making that image. But like, unbelievable.
But can you imagine, like, if you're spending $51 million on a penthouse, how much will you spend on furniture?
Double it, like
Double
even
it.
more.
Curtains. It has curtains.
I don't think you need curtains.
Because you're very high up.
Yeah.
So no one will see you.
Apart from the airplanes. No,
what about the sun?
At nighttime, yeah. But we have those windows in my production city building. As far as I know, I don't have curtains. I think I need to get curtains. Actually, I need to get curtains. But we do have those windows that during the day the sun you can't see in because of the sun. It's only at nighttime that it's an issue, and if you're living that high up.
But I feel like if I don't have blackout curtains, I can't sleep.
Oh, in the bedroom I have curtains, not the living room.
And the living room, oh my God, my mom's obsession with curtains in the living room. She's like, people will see us. People will see us. And it's covered. It's covered, like no one's going to see us, I promise.
I do like looking in people's windows if they don't have curtains. I won't lie. Like, it's one of my skills. You just always have a look, you know?
It's like, how is their dining table?
Yeah, how is there? Maybe it's the Christmas tree. Maybe it's the lighting.
But you can't look at this one. It's too high up.
I'd say so. To ensure better services, higher efficiency and facilitation of people's lives. It's so interesting because at the moment in the States you've got Elon Musk and their new bureaucracy things and they're like throwing things out. Don't agree with that. Do agree with this.
There's a specific system.
There's a system to reduce bureaucracy, and it's like, you know the way when you go into a building and you're like, does that make sense? Like, why is this happening? Like, computer says no. There's an awareness that this can happen in government offices, and these assessments will reduce that, which is just amazing.
I agree, and I feel like this is why I love going to governmental offices, because I feel like I can get everything done and without having to worry about all the paperwork or worry about if I'm getting everything right or am I going to treat it horribly? Will they meet my needs? Never.
I'm trying to remember my last 2 experiences. One,
and customer happiness is always at the top.
Yeah, whenever they ask that thing, I'm always happy to give a green smiley face.
Smile, yeah.
Yes, thank you.
And it's quick.
I enjoyed paying that bill. It wasn't bothersome. What is bothersome is the AC in my building is not a government service. It's privately owned, and That's a bothersome payment system. Every time I go in, it takes me 5 minutes, I give up, and then I get a late reminder 2 weeks later because I haven't paid it. Because I'm like, make it easier.
But I get it. It's a hassle. So you have a long day at work and having to go back and to deal with this.
Yeah, you know when you put in, so when I go to pay my DWA, it's like card, it's remembered my details, and it's click, done. Never late with DWA. My AC, it doesn't remember my card. I don't know.
It's a hassle.
I know, first world problems. Okay, so the best and worst performers of the last year in government.
Let's see.
Okay, so let's start with, I think, the worst and then go to the best.
Okay.
We won't dwell on the worst.
Okay.
Emirates Post Group.
Listen.
Not a top performer.
I've lost so many packages. Anyways.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Social Security Authorities. I've never dealt with them.
No, never dealt, honestly.
Never dealt with them. And Ministry of Sports. Really surprised to see them as a low performer because we see how many great sports initiatives are constantly ongoing. But maybe it's separate to sports. This is the.
Maybe it's different from what we see. That's just activities I do. I don't know.
Or maybe everyone's so top
or it's
that
in
even
collaboration
the
with something else. Maybe
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So they're the lowest performing government officers, and then the highest performing government officers, Ministry of Energy and Infrastructure.
Ooh, okay.
Also haven't dealt with them personally.
Me too, but okay, interesting.
Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
Dealt with them.
See them on Twitter a lot. Very great on communication.
Just a few months ago, actually.
Personally?
No, just with my dad.
And finally,
we deal with things together.
And finally, the Ministry of Justice, which is amazing to see such an important ministry at the top of the high performers.
And that's why I always feel safe.
That's why we feel safe.
That's why we don't tolerate racism. That's why we don't tolerate racism.
And if we end up at the court of law, it will be just.
Exactly.
And
dealt with.
And dealt with well. The response to this is positive. Dive with Phil says, what a great leader. He is so right. I wish he could give training to the leaders of my country and eliminate the unnecessary bureaucracy there as well. The world has a lot to learn from UAE leaders. I agree with you, Dive with Phil. Well said.
Very well said, honestly. We don't realize how privileged we are until we look at other countries and how their systems are, really. Like right now, I don't know if I can mention this, but right now my cousin is really worried. She lives in America. She's really worried of being deported out. Yeah.
Well, that's so scary.
Because they still haven't issued any visas for her husband yet. And he's already working in an office. So he has a job, but they didn't issue his visa.
Yeah. Because
they don't have proper systems in place. That's why this is happening.
My brother's this close to getting a green card. But...
But it's I don't know, I found it a little bit weird because he's already working, he's been working for months now, but he doesn't have a work visa yet.
They've got some weird visas over there.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I hope he gets
his long-term visa.
If that's what he wants. I mean, I could think of better
They're hoping for that, so hopefully, let's pray for them.
Yeah, let's pray he gets what he wants on his important life journey. Speaking of important life journeys, the life journey core memory that has been taking over TikTok massively in the last couple of days, and now the story brings itself to Dubai.
So internet sensation Onijah, Andrew, I'm sure you've seen her before, was spotted in Dubai. She said it and she did it. So if you've been on TikTok lately, you might have heard about Onijah Andrew, the American woman who flew to Pakistan to marry a 19-year-old she met online, only to get rejected by him and refuse to leave. And guess what? She is now in Dubai. And for those who don't know the full story, Onijah arrived in Karachi last October to marry Nidal Ahmed Ma'moon.
However, as the story goes, things took a bit of a turn when his family allegedly realized that she had been catfishing him. Catfishing is a term for basically faking what you look like on the internet, so you send different photos. I don't know if that's true, that's what the internet is saying. So she was basically abandoned by that family. Now, instead of heading home, I don't know how this happened, but she went viral. So you have all of these reports in the last couple of days where she's like, fair play to her, by the way. She's standing up and she's like, I'm demanding $100,000 from the Pakistani government to rebuild this country. So she's looking around her and she's like, I need 20K cash in my pocket right now. And that's for me, but I need 100K to help you rebuild the streets, which is an interesting mission.
But just when you thought the story was over, Onijah claimed that she and Nidal were already married and planning to move in Dubai to start a family. So she said it and she did it. And now she's in here. She's sorted in Deira and she is already Look at her, she's living like a celebrity.
She is living like a celebrity. But what, like, how did it go from... My heart goes out to... I think...
being on TV.
Yeah.
I think what happened is that they're like, oh, what's the story?
Yeah.
So they went up to her and they asked her, and they're like, you know what? They say it's kind of funny.
Story more, is she owning it, or is the
media taking advantage of women going through a difficult time? But she's enjoying it. Let's be honest. And I think because I wouldn't say she's 100% mentally stable.
That's one of my concerns, and like, even as we sit and talk about it, I feel a little bit thrown, because yes, it's a big media story, but if she is mentally unstable, we hope that she gets the help that she needs. Because I, like, going back to the earlier part where she was allegedly catfishing someone, I think if you're catfishing someone, you're not okay.
You're not okay, no. And apparently she was catfishing the blonde lady. That's what I read online. I'm not sure if it's true.
Because there's a big, really famous story in Irish media about this catfish, and it's this woman who catfished, like, loads and loads of football players, Irish football players, and it went all around the media. And like, Irish football players are kind of well known, so the story massive over the last 2 years, and the threads and spider webs of the catfishing was phenomenal. But apparently, it's this one person, and my whole thing is like, I don't know if that girl's okay.
She's not stable. No, she's not stable. I don't think anyone that catfishes is stable.
But why is she here? What is she doing?
She did say that they're going to have a baby in Dubai, so. How is her relationship with Nadal? And the thing is, Anna, my question is for everyone like in Pakistan. They gave her a whole panel to talk about her issues. Why are they offering her such platforms to talk? Like, are they just enjoying this, or do they actually agree with her to rebuild Pakistan? Or do you think she's true?
You know?
Or do you think I don't know. Do you think because she's American, they think she's capable of change? Why are they giving her such a big platform? Like, she keeps holding those.
And the thing is, and she's taking it.
Yeah, she's
like,
taking.
You're so right. Like, why are they giving it to her? But she's doing exactly what she should be doing, which is making demands.
Like, I want $100,000.
I need 20 cash in my pocket for me. The rest goes back to the country. That I'm taking my family to Dubai, and there's so many like copycats, and I feel great, Shabana.
Well,
I can't
feel great, Shabana. And then she was like, "No, I'm not gonna sit. No."
No, yeah. And then she's like, "Move out of my way. I'm done." I hope she's being well looked after.
Oh my God.
That's where we'll kind of leave it. Like,
do you think the family ever contacted her after this, or no? I don't think so.
I would say not. I would say
they haven't, because maybe it's a bit of a...
If you got catfished, I'm just thinking about the man in that situation. Sometimes I always just say, like, oh, well, the man should be in touch with her. But if you get catfished by someone...
No, I'd block.
And you've built up a 2-year... Let's say you've had an online relationship with someone in another country for 2 years, and you think you're getting married, you've had conversations, he's flying into town, your whole family is aware, you know, Massa's got her wedding dress, like, it's all go, right? And then someone who looks totally different knocks on the door with some flowers, and he's like, "Hey, Massa, I'm Jared." And you're like, "Jared, you look so different to your photos." And he's like, "Yeah, but I love you, Massa."
I would close the door. That's the biggest lie. That's the biggest betrayal ever. Can you imagine? That's a betrayal. Lying is betrayal.
I'm just imagining you in your wedding dress opening the door like, "Ready, Jared, come and take me."
Only to find out he was a liar.
Yeah, no, it's not.
No.
I don't think you owe that person anything either.
No, I don't, honestly. If they can't be honest with me, why would I?
Yeah, honesty is everything. There, we'll leave it there.
We leave it with the moral of the story for today. Honesty is everything.
Honesty is everything. It's chilly today in the office, hence the jumpers, by the way. And that brings us to the end of the show. Thank you, Mas.